On December 11th, 2017, I had a brain tumor removed. It was my 46th birthday. 5 days later, when I regained consciousness in the ICU, the world wasn't the same as when I went under for the surgery. This is my reality. This is my truth. The truth, according to Trish. For entertainment purposes only, because God knows I'm laughing at my reality.
It's April 6th, 6:10 p.m. I don't know about everybody else, but I got lawn shamed, so I've been out mowing. Fat girl sweating. But I've been feeling so good these past couple of days. I've been jumping out of bed, I feel really good, so I don't know what's going on, but let's keep it up. Keep that vibe high, you know? I just want to mention that Kathy with a K has a Facebook page for the kids Konvoy across America. And I'm going to put the logo in her YouTube channel. And y'all, go check it out. Go give her a subscribe. You know, she's been real generous pumping me. Appreciate it. And also, a public service announcement for my little community. Check out what came on my cell phone. Isn't that crazy? So, everybody do your part. It's your free will. Just letting y'all know it's down the road. So, y'all know what trolling is, right? Like, trolls the media all the time. We're gonna bleep that out. But what do you do when you get trolled by something that isn't provable? I'm into Mandelas, and it's because I've had a shit ton of them. I've seen things change, like literally before my eyes, but if I just sound crazy when I'm trying to tell somebody, you know, and they don't know what I'm talking about. You know, oh my God, Trisha's crazy. Well, I finally had one that I had a witness to, my husband, and he doesn't want to be on camera, so I made him, you know, I was like, babe, why don't you tell me what happened that time, what happened. So this is what happened with us being trolled by the Mandelas. Okay. So, what happened?
Well, what was that called? The text on the bottom of the screen?
Closed caption.
Closed caption was on. And it said the word perogative. And it was spelled P-E-R, and we both seen it at the same time, and I looked at you and you looked at me, and you grabbed the remote and backed up the video, played it again, and it said prerogative, P-R-E, instead of prerogative.
But you saw it too.
I saw it.
So that really happened, and I was thankful that somebody was there and saw it too, and it wasn't just me. But we recognized that right off the bat. You know, oh my God, I grabbed my phone, I grabbed the remote. You know, I was going to back that sucker up and get it, and as soon as we rewinded it, it had changed from the P-E-R-O to the P-R-E-R-O. So, I'm not the only one that's been getting trolled. We all were. I was there that night when this happened, and it didn't register at all. First of all, you need to know, before I set up this video clip, that growing up, those commercials where, can Jan come to stay? Can Greg come to stay and have dinner at our house? we're having stovetop stuffing. Stouffer stovetop stuffing. Stouffer stovetop stuffing.
Billy, like to stay and have dinner with us?
What are you having?
Chicken?
Just chicken?
Chicken with potatoes? Or stovetop stuffing?
Stuffing? I'm staying.
Stovetop stuffing and chicken. It's one meal really worth staying for, cause stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes tastes terrific.
You know, I'm free for dinner tomorrow night too, Mrs. Freeland.
You don't say.
Stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes.
Remember those commercials? You know? No. No. There's never been a Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. It has always, in this reality, been craft. Okay? And so, setting this video clip up, I am pretty darn sure that, there were like 200 of us in the chat room, and we're all Mandela affected. That's why we're there, to listen to his stuff. And nobody pointed this out. I'm sure that if the image had craft, stovetop stuffing, yeah. But this is crazy. This is crazy. This is residue. This is what I'm telling you. It's real. It's real. There was never a Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. Those commercials from when we were kids never happened. It's always been craft. Check out what happened on Dose of Reality. And he went back the next day and it was there. So this is awesome.
All right. Something crazy happened to me today. As far as the Mandela effect trolling me. This type of thing doesn't scare me, just so everybody knows. It doesn't even really bother me. It actually fascinates me. I'm glad I get to experience this. I know everybody is affected, but not everybody is willing to experience it and actually open up to it. But something really crazy happened to me today. So you all know of the Mandela effect with Stouffer stovetop stuffing. And if you don't, and you're like, well, what's wrong with Stouffer stovetop stuffing? Well, Stouffer stovetop stuffing never existed. It's always been craft stovetop stuffing in this reality. It's a huge Mandela effect. One of the biggest ones that has to do with food. Probably the biggest food one for me would be Stouffer's. That's not the point. Is last night I did a live stream. With it was with me, Karen, and Rose, and then I brought Flat Earth Fokker on. I brought on Christian Knapp, Tommy Tell the Truth, and the Truth Seeker 69. But in the earlier portion of the show, when there were just the four of us on, it was me, Karen, Rose, and Mac. I was screen sharing some things. I was showing some things to do with a story in Canada about Masonic halls being burnt down, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And while I was doing that, I was screen sharing articles and videos from Canadian news websites. So there, and just so you know, there were, I think, almost 200 people live in the chat last night when what I'm about to tell you went down. It's important I tell you because it's a large number of people. They were all there. These are, I would say, it was like 170 people, we'll say. I'd say out of the 170, at least 140 of them highly Mandela affected. They know it's real. They're looking for these types of things. But something really crazy slipped past everybody, including myself. It makes me wonder if it was originally there in the live broadcast. So I was watching the replay this morning, okay? The show was 4.5 hours. I'm watching the replay this morning. I premiered it on one of my backup channels. And, about 40 minutes into it or so, I actually thought it was a little later in the video, but a little while into the video, I saw something in the corner of the screen. And so did Voynich. And he noticed it and asked me, did you just see that in the corner of your screen from last night? And I said, oh my God. I'm going to play a short clip that I took with my phone when I first saw this today. It's not the best footage, but you get my rawest reaction to when this happened. Then I went downstairs and I showed Karen and Ted, and they were like, oh my God, dude, that is, like, we were completely blown away by this. And then I'm going to show you some clearer images because the images I can show you again. So I'll just get to my video and I'll let it explain itself. So this was today at about 12:30 p.m., a little bit after noon. I'm watching my premiere, getting ready to do my interview, and then this happens. And I will go into a screen share. Look at on the CBC page where I was reading the story about the Vancouver fires. What in the fuck? What is this Stouffer's ad? There's a Stouffer stovetop ad in my video. I'm back on the website now. I'm trying to get that ad to pop back up. I'm going to keep checking it. Again, we'll go back. The video's paused right there. Oh, it just zoomed in. Look at Stouffer's. Zoomed in to Stouffer's to show me it said Stouffer's by itself. I didn't touch anything. It zoomed in on the page. That's not a function I did. That's their advertisement. Look at it. On the CBC Canadian News website. This is the CBC site, the Canadian News site, that I'm getting trolled with Mandela effect residue that shouldn't exist. Stouffer stovetop. It keeps popping up. Few things went through my mind when I saw this today. One of them is this going to be in last night's thing. How did we miss this? How did nearly 200 Mandela effect people not see the Stouffer's thing pulsating in the corner of the screen? Was it even there? And just because it's there now, it is there in the original. But just because it's there now, does that mean it was there last night when we recorded it? No, it doesn't, right? It doesn't. I'm going to show you some clearer images of this. I'm going to show you from a really good screen share now. I'm going to bring up the source video. I'm going to play it from right when that started to happen and show you. Then I'm going to bring you to the website. I'll provide you links. I'll provide you the full video link to last night's show. So you can see I didn't deceptively cut anything. This is absolutely the advertisement feature that is embedded in the CBC website, man. There's a Stouffer's stovetop stuffing thing. Trying to die to get our attention, man. It's coming. Look at this. There it is. Stouffer's stovetop stuffing. Not Kraft. Look at that. Boom! Stouffer's. Let's freeze it. Look at that. Look at it. Read it and weep. What is this? Talk about some interesting residue on their site. But of course, even more interesting is the timing. You got a bunch of Mandela effect people looking at this, right? Not last night. They know we're all looking at. Not they. I don't know about no they. The sentient force that is the Mandela effect. I don't know. But we're being observed. And certainly when people take updates, I think we're observed, and the other side of the Mandela effect interjects to cause confusion. And this is trolling by that same side. It's a weak-ass trolling if you're going to troll me. This don't faze me. I think it's hilarious. And all it's really doing is the universe is giving me proof to show people that this is real. Anybody that's not following along yet, again, Stouffer's stovetop stuffing never existed in this reality. If you remember it, it's because you're Mandela affected. The Mandela effect is real. There is no business transaction from Stouffer's to Kraft because now it's always been Kraft. So this image on the bottom right of my screen here shouldn't even exist. Why is it there? And it's not just like that somebody and people have photoshopped images to represent things they remember in the past. But this isn't like I Google image search this. This is the advertisement embedded in their news website, the CBC.
Boom. Mind blown.